Hi, I'm Ian Blackburn with Wine Cloud and Learn About Wine, and I'm sitting next to my friend Carol Kemp from Red Car Winery. This is our very first repeat visit. This is a small artisan brand that Carol started how many years ago now?
Well, I started it 12 years ago with my good friend Mark Estrin.
Let's talk about 2010, Sonoma Coast from Red Car. 2010 was apparently the coolest vintage on
Coldest vintage on record in Sonoma County.
And honestly, that benefits Pinot Noir pretty well. Pinot doesn't like heat, so we got some beautiful aromatics here, wonderful structure, and this wine might be too good, to be honest. I mean, it's delivering a tremendous wine at its price point. It's 700 cases?
Yeah, it was a little over 700 cases. And one of our goals, our goal for every one of our wines is to deliver more than the price says. We want to build a long-term relationship with our customers, and we feel like that's the best way of doing it. A wine that's not a single vineyard wine is meant to properly reveal the vintage and properly reveal the area. And I think this wine does that very, very well. It's probably the best of the Sonoma Coast Appalachian wines that we've made.
I think it's fantastic, and I agree with Carol. I think it's a tremendous offer. And if you check out the price point here, you're going to get a great bottle of wine for not a lot of money with a great story. You're going to be very happy no matter what your drinking level is with this bottle of wine. Now we're going to talk about Heaven and Earth, which is a vineyard designate and a wine that a couple of years ago received one of the top scores probably ever for a Pinot Noir in
Wine Spectator.
Hard to argue with that big score. Wine Spectator, was it 97 points?
Yeah, the 07 vintage.
I got to taste the 2010 today for the first time. It's unique, and then when I smell it, you get this really pretty, elegant, finesse, pure red fruit nose. It kind of borderlines into a floral accent. I think you made a mention of kind of like a redwood forest.
Well, one of the sort of telltale signs of the Sonoma Coast is it's where the redwoods, the old growth and now second growth redwood trees are. And they have a very definite smell. One of the components of a redwood tree is that they grow 600, 700, 800 feet tall, but their roots can't push water up that far. So the tops of the trees have to drink from the fog.
No way, I did not know that.
And that's why they're only on the coast, because all the fog is there all the time.
So
cool. Then the fog begins to drip, drip, drip everywhere, and it creates this certain aroma of kind of almost wet pine needle blended with tangerine oil.
That is a beautiful description, and I want you to get lost in this bottle of wine with me, because I think that's what you need to do. You need to pour this in a glass, have a special moment. I think it's great to have both the Red Car and then something a little more special. It's priced perfectly for what you're going to get. Thank you for sharing and revisiting us with the Red Car story. I hope a couple more years we'll do this again, or maybe even sooner, as your story continues to get better and better, and the wines just are truly special. And I know that we've got some great vintages coming into the future, so I know the future's bright.
Thank you, Ian. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you, buddy. Thanks, man.